Okay everybody, in this video we're going to show you how to fix a leaky water softener diverter valve. So we were having a leak here on where the water comes into the water softener, and I thought it was just the washer, so I replaced the washer and I put some pipe compound on there, joint compound, and tightened it up, and it was still leaking. I called the manufacturer of this water softener, and they said that this diverter valve is most likely cracked. So I ordered a new diverter valve, and we're going to be installing it here. In order to do this, I had to cut off the discharge pipe off the water softener, and I'll have to reinstall that. Now, a couple of things about these diverter valves. Right now, the way these valves are configured, the water is being diverted from the water softener. It is not being allowed to flow through it. Now, in order for me to remove this whole entire assembly, I'm going to need to shut off the incoming water to the residence. So you're going to need to find where your water comes in, because if you just undo this, you'll have water spraying out uncontrollably. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and show you where we disconnect the water in the next clip. Okay, alright, so you're going to need to find where the water comes into the house. And where it comes in, you're going to usually see some valves. And these ones are quarter turn valves. Right now, the way they're orientated, the water's flowing. So we're going to go ahead and close them off. That's one, and then that's two. So right now, the water's shut off to the residence. I'm going to open this hose bib up to just relieve the pressure. Alright, so now that we've shut off the water to the residence, we can now remove the diverter valve. Okay, to do this job, you're going to need some nice channel locks. I got two big ones. Okay, you're going to get some leakage on the ground. Alright, so we've got it disconnected. Now we're going to pull it away. Alright, so now we have the water softener removed. Okay, now that we have the water softener removed and the water is interrupted to the residence, we're now going to need to remove these two nuts here with our channel locks. They weren't very tight. There. Looks like there's some washers in here. So I'm going to change out these washers. This one was in pretty good shape, but this one's really worn out. Remember, this is the incoming, and that's the output to the house. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to reuse these nuts. Otherwise, I'd have to cut these copper. Now, when you order this, it only comes with a set of washers that go between this unit and the water softener. You will also need to order another set of washers between here and this unit, because this unit doesn't come with those washers. washers in there. Alright. Totally tighten these up until I get the water softener hooked up, because that right now I have the ability to move it around a little bit. This thing's probably about 150 pounds. It's full of water. It says to hand tighten it, but I'm just going to give it a little, like an eighth of a turn. Now before I turn on the water to the house, I am going to close these diverter valves. Let's see, which way does it go? Okay. Goes this way. There we go. Because what I'm going to do by shutting off the water softeners, I want to test these connections first. How these worked. I turned on the water, it's flowing through the house. I'm checking for leaks. I don't feel any water. So what I'm doing is checking for leaks. The pressure should be building now because everything is turned off. So if there's going to be a leak, we'd have it now. Okay, it looks like we're good to go. So now I'm going to go ahead and turn on the diverter valves. This way. Now we're going to check for leaks on these connections. Now, before I changed this, it was leaking right here. And man, I do not feel any leaks. I think we are good to go. One last thing, I am going to have to reattach this PVC. This is the discharge. When the water softener cleans itself, it has a discharge pipe. So I'm going to PVC that back in. And other than that, it's a done deal.